Volunteering is a means to respond to social needs, problems, and interests, and not purpose in the attempts to satisfy volunteers. Voluntary action involves a commitment to solidarity to improve collective life. Volunteering represents above all a commitment to participating and social solidarity. Volunteering is above all the reflection of a social conscience, converted into action to provide an organized response to social needs from commitment, cooperation, and commitment go to the common good.
Victor! Victor!
What motivates people to participate in volunteering? The interest that the person has on his or her community or others. The commitment that you may feel for a cause or for an organization that pursues that problem. The knowledge that the person can apply during volunteering, that opportunity to understand a problem at its root at first hand. What is the difference between volunteering and social service? Unlike social service, voluntary service is offering young students broad possibilities for personal development in future interests around their profession and trigger social leadership that raise concerns and solutions to community problems. What should a volunteer not do in general? And ideally, the volunteer is asked to avoid saying that you know something and carrying out say tasks without the necessary preparation, getting emotionally involved with taking on powers that do not correspond to you, demanding more than you should, not respecting the veracity of the organization and its rules. How long does voluntary last? It can last more or less than 15 days, fluctuation between 1 week or 3 months on average.
¡Voy a violar a Mordecai!
Now, what is the objective of volunteering? Volunteering represents above all a commitment to participation and solidarity. Volunteering is above all the reflection of a social conscience converted into action to provide an organized response to social needs, from commitment, cooperation to the common good. You may be wondering, what type of volunteering exists? There's many ways to volunteer, as many there are needs in a society. The types of volunteering are environmental volunteering, community volunteering, cultural volunteering, sports volunteering, educational volunteering, leisure and free time volunteering, civil protection volunteering, and social health volunteering. But when in Costa Rica, all the volunteering work is focused on the environmental. Well, it's because Costa Rica is one of the countries with the greatest biodiversity in nature. It will be obvious that the majority of the volunteers focus on the environment. According to scientific studies, volunteering work improves your physical and mental health, lowers the mortality rate, reduces the risk of depression and other mental illness, provides cholesterol levels and cardiovascular health, among others. And what will be the advantages of volunteering? Volunteering strengthens the personal and professional profile of young people by developing social emotional skills, by developing social emotional skills such as proactivity, empathy, and vocation for service, and putting into practice the knowledge acquired in the classrooms.
What do you learn in volunteering? You learn new skills like working as a team and setting goals. You can discover what you excel at and get career ideas for the future. When you volunteer, people depend on you. Therefore, you learn to be responsible. What is the difference between volunteering and social service? Unlike social service, voluntary service is offering young students broad possibilities for personal development and for future interests around their profession and trigger social leaderships. that raise concerns and solutions to community problems. What is a mandatory volunteering? This term is often used to refer to activities such as mandatory community service after completing basic or secondary education, and even in some universities as a graduation requirement. What is a voluntary group? Voluntary groups are legally constituted groups whose corporate purpose is not profit and provide their service altruistically in activities linked to comprehensive risk management and civil protection.
Wow, great!